Hello, 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 and welcome back to Kenshi. Here we are with Ichiyama, our new protagonist. Well, is he new? We're 4 episodes in. But I will say, I've actually been quite enjoying life in the Hidden Forest. It's different, it's nerve-wracking, it's a whole different kind of place than what we're used to. But we are going to make the most out of it. Because Ichiyama here is now a flotsam ninja. He doesn't look very ninja-like, but he is going to earn his keep in their society here. Because this is a land filled with cannibals and other kinds of monsters. And as we talked about in the last episode, it is nice to see that the flotsam ninjas do have regular friends that visit and allies in the cannibal hunters. Which is actually quite nice, that even out here kind of in this frontier land that there is still some sort of cooperation going on between factions. And we're going to have Ichiyama pick up the pace just a little bit because he is going to get to his iron ore vein. We are trying to save some money for gear. And I don't know if we're going to be eating soon, but if we do, we've got a food cube on us, so we are good. And we're definitely going to keep our ears open because our, what do you call it? Our little iron node our little iron ore vein that we like to mine is pretty close to the farm, so hopefully we'll hear if there's any ruckus in the city because we've also been making a little bit of a living selling those animal skins, river raptor skins. And I would very much like for us to continue doing that because that is what's going to buy us gear. But Ichiyama is fortunate. His escape from Rebirth was a rough time. And yep, there we go, eating that food cube. That's good, though. That's good. He's full. He's good. But his escape was tough, man. We went through some very dangerous territory to get here. And the Flotsam Ninja didn't even ask any questions. They just took us in. And that is really nice of them to do. And our ex-slave status is almost worn out. It's pretty much just a little over a day left, 27 hours. I mean, in the next 27 hours, we are very unlikely to be going anywhere except Flotsam Village in this iron node. But even so, it's good to know that at least won't be hanging over our heads. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen anything other than river raptors around here. Part of me expects cannibals to come running over the hills to attack the village. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad they don't. Or at least I'm glad they haven't yet. Because I do very much loathe the idea of Ichiyama's adventure ending with being butchered and eaten. I think all of us would lament that for our Kenshi characters. I think every single one of us would. And Akrin knows I've had more than my share of Kenshi characters get eaten by cannibals and sadly fogmen. So I do not hope Ichiyama shares that fate. But we do have the Cannibals Expanded mod here in the game too, so I'm not entirely sure how that... I know it changes them by giving them armor and new kind of units and whatnot, and a couple of different weapons I've seen, but I haven't really done much with or against cannibals, so this will be a very, very new experience for me, as I have in the past had tech hunter characters out of World's End, and when they weren't tech hunting, we would come up around here and fight cannibals in this region to kind of help cull the population. And where are we at now? Labor level 12. That looks like that's gonna be upgrading real soon to labor level 13. And that makes me very happy. I do always love seeing the numbers go up. There we go. 97, 98, 99. And labor level 13. Absolutely beautiful feeling. Hard to hate. Hard to hate. And we're so... Uh-oh. Well, he definitely hears some commotion in the distance. So we're going to have him pick up the pace. Because if there's something going on out there, could be an opportunity for us to make a few cats. And I'll take that. What are we hearing over there? Oh crap. Let me guess I maybe should have trusted his pathfinding. Alright, heading back to the village. I don't know what that was, but I assume based on the little pop-up we got on the screen, it was somebody killing the last of some bone dogs, would be my guess. So we are just going to get back to mining. Creeping up on 11 a.m., so it's good to, it'll be good to get as many nuggets of raw iron here as we can. Sell that over to the weaponsmiths so they can keep making some goods. Hopefully we'll get ourselves a few animal skins in the process. Oh, didn't mean to click that. I gotta say, I'm sure life in the hidden forest is not going to be easy, and I'm sure at this moment we're probably a bit, probably a bit on the lucky side, but I am definitely eager to see how things shake out around here. I wonder if Flotsam Ninja actually can take territory. That would be fun if we can. But we'll figure something out, of course. We'll train up, we'll get strong, and maybe the first couple episodes, that was the escape story arc. This is the making money story arc, and then we get into the training story arc once we got some gear. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Hopefully Ichiyama here will be more successful than Takeo was. Takeo was a very unfortunate drifter, as tends to be the case with drifters in the world of Kenshi. And I'm sure escaped slaves turned rebel ninja don't have much better fates or much better prospects. So we'll see. But once we have some equipment and we go out into the world and train to get stronger, I think we're going to start recruiting some other characters to join our journey here, and we'll recruit some characters from right here in Flotsam. I think that will be a really fun time. Alrighty. 3 nuggets of iron, and it's only afternoon. It is nice that he has found a community that he can contribute to in a positive way. I mean, technically, for a few minutes we contributed to the Rebirth community, right? Mining some rocks, working the stone processor a little bit, but, you know, wasn't a lot of upside there. Wasn't a lot of room for growth. Unless you only wanted to grow your laboring skill and your athletic skill, I suppose. But at least here, we can do something for ourselves. We're laboring because we want to, specifically. And that is a very good feeling. Can't ever get a break around here. Well, I don't think that's cannibals. Considering it looks like they were speaking in full sentences. So you know what? I'll take it. But we are gonna learn us some ninja skills and get us some ninja armor. I wonder if we should consider getting 2 sets of armor. A light armor for sneaking and scouting, and a heavy armor for if we're specifically going out on a combat mission. I don't know, but we also got to decide what kind of armaments do we want. Do we want long-range weapons and like a katana or a jita? Or do we want like a saber? Or do we want like, I don't know. I just don't know. That's something I really got to think about. I don't, maybe this episode will make enough money to get something. I just don't know yet. I was so tempted to buy, because I kind of just want to like kit him out full warrior gear, you know? If we're going to be taking on paladins and sentinels and probably an inquisitor or 2, I'm thinking heavy armor. Heavy armor, heavy weapons. I know that's probably not the Flotsam Ninja way, but they're going to need some muscle. And that means we're going to need to pack on some muscle. Alright, 4 nuggets of raw iron. There's some fighting going on out there. He's hearing something. But I still think we're quite a ways away from dealing with the Holy Nation. Currently, I do believe the main enemy for a while will likely be the cannibals. We'll try to fight them in small batches. I'm certainly not trying to get captured by them, but if we're gonna dedicate ourselves to the Flotsam Ninja, we're gonna do it all the way. And we swore ourselves to them, so we are going to do whatever we can. 20 hours away from our ex-slave status disappearing, which is nice, but not that it's going to do us too much good, because our relationship with the Holy Nation is extremely bad. And it looks like we actually gained a point with the Flotsam Ninja, maybe from healing somebody in the last episode. either way, very nice that we were able to gain a point of relation with them. We're creeping up on 3 p.m. and about another 10 in-game minutes, which I love. Ooh, come on, let's get that 5th nugget. Let's get that 5th nugget, baby. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I am freaking loving where this is going. I mean, this iron barely makes us any money, sadly, but hey, it is what it is. Some money out here is better than no money out here. But it is going to be a lot of work, an absurd amount of work, to be able to get all the gear we want. And I'm not sure how I want to play this out. Because there are other ways, you know, fighting cannibals, coming back, selling their stuff in the village, or... But it's just like, man, fighting cannibals is risky business. It's not like fighting a starving bandit. Fight a starving bandit, they'll take food off you. It sucks, but you can always get more food. You fight a cannibal and you lose. Ugh. All of a sudden, that's just not sitting there in a recovery coma. All of a sudden, that becomes a very different kind of game and a fight for your life. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure we're entirely prepared for that. Because escaping, because it would be my luck that the cannibals capture us, right, and we find a good way to get out, but it's like, oh no, we can't get out because they broke one of our legs, and you know, it's just not. We'd be limping out of there, and that would not be swell. So it's like, it's a very, very scary business. Maybe the optimal move would be to skirmish against the Holy Nation here and there. But then again, you run the risk of getting captured and carted off to Rebirth. And I fucking do not want to get sent back to Rebirth. I would rather be eaten by cannibals than get fucking sent back to Rebirth. If I get sent back to Rebirth, dude, they're going to have to throw me in the corpse furnace because I will be fighting every day in there. Alright. Gotta be creeping up on 5 p.m. here. We're gonna work a little bit today. We're gonna work a little bit longer today, but I think sorry. Yeah, we're gonna work a little bit longer today. I'm hoping we can at least get one more nugget of iron. That would be real swell. Maybe we'll work till like 6 or 7 p.m. I mean, it's gonna help with the strength training. Oh, labor level 17. We just hit that. Beautiful. Love that for us. I don't know what I'm keeping a lookout for. I keep like moving the camera around thinking like if someone's going to come with the desire to do us harm, this is not a place with very good view range. So if someone's going to show up with the intent to do harm to us, we're pretty screwed. I think we're going to work until we lose one more nugget of this raw iron here. And once we get that, we are going to just head on back into the city and relax. I mean, he ate some food earlier, so we're not in danger of starving. I don't know if our hunger's still going up or down. Well, we'll keep an eye on that right now. We're at 264 right now, so... Alright, it is going down. It is going down. That's okay. It's okay. We'll be able to get some food either tonight or tomorrow morning. No big deal. Ichiyama will eat. We've got money for it. And we'll give him a little extra time to work. They'll give us some progress towards loosening the next nugget of copper for tomorrow morning. But getting 7 nuggets of raw iron, not bad. Especially when we took some time to go check out what some of that noise in the distance was. So that's not terrible. I quite like that. We've definitely, we're definitely making some good progress, and I like it. But I do wish there was some copper around here. I'm not saying there isn't copper out in the hidden forest. I'm sure there is. I just don't know where. And I'm not too comfortable scouting this area when all we really have is a fucking pair of pants on us. That's definitely gonna require a little more, it's gonna require just a slight bit more protection. Alright. I mean, we've nearly got another nugget of copper, or nugget of iron halfway out. We'll give him another couple minutes here. One more swing of the pickaxe, and I'll let you go. There you go, buddy. Cool. Alright. Ooh, jeez. Even the jog is... We'll put him at his top speed here, but... He's just going to use this for strength training. It's not much, but we did hit strength 4. And that's not too shabby. I mean, heck, we're actually making decent progress towards strength 5, too. Really love that for us. Really, really love that. Alright. Let's get our butts in the town. Yeah, man, them Flotsam Ninjas look cool as hell, man. I definitely want to rock some of that gear. I mean, I got my boy Nemo here with the fly mustache. With the fly mustache. Oh, wow. Let's go see Kaifu here. Sell some gear. $5,000 cats. Still cannot afford fucking anything. Damn, an Odachi would be sweet too. 17,000. Fuck. Damn, Visage of Narco. That's fucking scary, man. Gives you a melee defense bonus. You know what? I'm gonna sell those. I do want the Flotsam Iron Hat. This is probably a stupid thing to just purchase that, but whatever. And we're gonna buy these ninja cloth pants. Ooh. Actually, no. We're not. We're gonna buy Flotsam pants. It's a start. It's a start when it comes to gear. Is this... Was it Molly? Mindy. Mindy, how's that stomach treating you? Oh, you're coming in here to work. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I actually don't think we have enough money for food. Oh, yes we do. Yes we do. Yes we do. So, we're gonna have him sprint. This is not the bar. This is the bar. I think we can afford a piece of dry meat. Yeah, that's about all we can afford. But hey, we've got some gear. It's certainly not much, but it's some. Does it give us any bonuses? It gives us bonus stealth, and the Flotsam Iron Hat gives us a bonus to perception, which is very nice. Mindy, what are you doing? Get some rest, sister. That stomach ain't gonna heal itself. Cannibals, 45, has been wiped out. Well, looks like the Flotsam Ninja and the Cannibal Hunters have been working hard. Hello, Otto. Otto of the House Hightower. Uchida. I was really hoping for, like, the one that came with the mask. I don't think I can wear the mask at the same time, sadly. But that's okay. What we're gonna do now is just hit the hay, advance time a little bit, and let him get some rest. Actually, what I had totally forgotten about. We are not. We are going to train. If we want to become a high-level ninja, then we need to do some high-level ninja shit. And this trains our melee attack skill, which is great. Cue the montage. Just kidding, there's no montage. It is slow work, but he's gonna learn. Man, that's a cool helmet this guy's got too. Man, these guys all look significantly cooler than us. I wonder how high we can train our skill up with this. Obviously, this can't be just something we do indefinitely, but that would be freaking sweet. Ah, that is very nice. Don't judge me. I might use that for a thumbnail. see that. We are already on the self-improvement track. Melee attack is now 3. You know, maybe we're looking to become a martial artist. That is a really good skill once you get it high enough. I mean, getting that up to melee attack 4 will be really nice. Anything that increases the frequency of attacks we do is going to be well worth it to me. And we'll probably let him train until the start of day 9, when the clock hits 0000. So he's got a while. He's got a little while left. Hopefully we can at least hit melee attack level 5. That would be nice. Is training going to make us more hungry too? Doesn't look like it, but working definitely does that. 30 more minutes on the training, and we'll send him off to sleep. But we're over 50%, so that's quite nice. It's a slow self-improvement, but a self-improvement nonetheless. Can't believe I wasted all that time sleeping earlier. We could have been training. Hey, we did hit melee attack level 5. Alright, buddy. 5 more minutes of training, and then we're going to send you off to sleep. Well, now 5 more minutes of training. Alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, crap. What? Is there somebody in that bed? Could have fooled me, but that's okay. What the hell? Yeah, he just won't sleep. Oh, we'll head over this way. Maybe there's somewhere we can rest up in here. Doesn't look like it. Oh, I don't want to be reading anyone's personal stuff. Hello, mole. Well, since there's nowhere for us to rest up, might as well keep training. If we're going to be effective, that's going to require training. And heck, I'm happy to get our melee attack level up as high as this training dummy will allow. Obviously, training is no substitute for the real thing, the real combat, but hey, I'm gonna take it. We'll take what we can get. And let's look at kind of Mole's stats here. She is freaking tough, dude. Attack 100, defense 82, strength 28, dexterity 116. My God, toughness 89, dodge 69 plus 12. Holy guacamole! That is a tough bitch right there. Good for her. Alright. I've never really used training dummies before, so I'm not entirely sure how much training you can get out of them. I mean, it can't be... I mean, I suppose in theory forever, but that would be so broken. What would stop people from just spamming their guy on one of these and going AFK for 5 hours to come back and just have 150 melee attack? That would be crazy. That would be craziness. So I'm sure there's got to be some limit to how much these things can train you, but we will definitely take advantage of this while we can. As long as it's something that can help us improve, we will do it. I mean, since we just sat there and mined iron all day, this is gonna come in handy just as much, if not more. But we can already see that the level ups are coming slower and slower. Oh, max skill level, right here on the bottom, 15. This is the maximum skill a person can train up to using this equipment. For anyone higher, it is a waste of time. That's good to know. So we have 8 more levels we can get out of this. And by gum, we are going to get every single one of those levels, without a doubt. And we'll train right through the night to improve ourselves, to be the best frickin' Flotsam Ninja we can be. Yep, I really like this Flotsam Iron Hat. I love it. But I think come 5 a.m., we're going to run out and see if we can find copper. We're going to need something that's going to give us a little more money, and we're going to have to hope that it's closer. Or, well, certainly nothing is going to be closer than that iron ore vein. Like, no doubt. But I still think copper would even be worth a hefty... Sorry. I think copper would even be worth, you know, a hefty jaunt. Like, even if it's like, oh, about to be that melee attack 8, baby! Even if it's a little bit of an extra walk, I think copper would be worth it just for the extra profit it's going to bring us, and that will get us closer to being able to afford the rest of our outfit, besides just a hat and pants. But at least we only look like a slave 20%, and 7 more hours until we lose our ex-slave status, which is nice. Again, not that it's going to help us much in Holy Nation territory, but hey. And it's nice to see, it's nice to know what our cap is for using this. I mean, maybe we'll even hit melee attack level 9 before the end of our late night training session. I mean, every little hit or every little percentage point is going to help us here. No doubt. And he ate that dried meat, didn't he? Yeah. Well, whatever we do today, it's definitely got to come with some profit. And maybe before the end of the day, maybe we just mine out 1 piece of iron. That'll be enough to buy us another piece of dried meat. It's not much, but it's food. And we're going to let him train for about another hour. And hopefully that hour will be more than enough to get us into melee attack level 9 and maybe a few percentage points above. If we're lucky. You just keep practicing, buddy. You'll get there. Yeah, we're definitely gonna reach melee level 9. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful thing. I absolutely freaking love that for us. Love that for you, Ichiyama, buddy. Let's see it hit level 9. Beautiful. Alright, we'll let him train for another 30 minutes, get that percentage up as high as we can towards level 10, and we'll probably train some more tonight. I imagine this dummy will become quickly irrelevant. We will get all the skill we can from it rather quickly, methinks. But it's better than just hanging out here and just sitting on a stool being useless, like a stump. I mean, heck, let's get into that 20-25%. I mean, pretty much 25% exactly by the time we're done. Yeah, not too bad. I'm gonna let him train until he gets up to 30. Beautiful. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Hello, Fukao. All right. I think we came from that way. So why don't we go check out what's this way? Let's just kind of go up this hill a little ways. I don't want to go too far because I don't want to lose sight of the village. All right. Yeah, I'm not seeing a copper ore vein anywhere, sadly. I don't feel too comfortable being this far away from the village, but I am confident if we need to, we can outrun whoever. I'm just slowing it down so I can keep an eye out for movement. Yeah, we'll have them pick it back up to a jog. Oh, was that movement up ahead? Could have just been the trees between the plants here. Flotsam Ninja. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. I feel a little better seeing that there's a bunch of Flotsam Ninja around and some cannibal hunters. Let's go follow these fine folks. Just want to get a look at them. Look at you, freaking ninja folk. Hello, Poppy and Tashima. Oh, feels good. Feels good to have a faction you can be a part of. I now see why in the Kenshi community the Flotsam Ninja are so beloved. Alright, let's head back down towards Flotsam. A little jog through the hills is not so bad. I think it's probably wise to keep this pace because I am concerned about cannibals. And I don't think we really have what it takes to take any of them on. Even like if it's just one little scrawny cannibal, I still worry that they might put the smackdown on us. And I'm not really down with that. The whole getting eaten thing. Alright, let's see. I feel like our little scouting trip was as successful as it could have been. And we're still getting a little work done before 9 a.m., which is a good feeling. Hey, and at least we're close to getting this nugget of iron out. Really love that. I wonder, does it ever like get to a point, like if your labor skill gets so high, just like one swing and you just like rip a piece of metal out? That would be hilarious. Beautiful. Let's look at that slave status. 1 hour away. So it should be by 10:30, probably less, that we will no longer be considered a slave or ex-slave. That is a crazy good feeling. Not gonna lie. Love that for us. Love that so freaking much. We're just gonna keep an eye on that bad boy. Yeah, we're not gonna have a piece of iron out of here for a minute. But we know at least by 10:30 that'll be donezo. And I'm starting to like this flotsam place. I'm starting to like it a lot, actually. Mainly because it really does have everything you need. We've got a supply of food, which is great. We've got the means to create food. There's production in the form of what do you call it? There's production in the form of like people actively crafting weapons. They also do have good weapons here. They have regular patrols to fight against cannibals. Not only that, they are friends with the cannibal hunters who come in and do some commerce to kind of keep the village afloat. I'm sure it's not the most economically prosperous place in the world, but for what it is, I'd say it's pretty good. For the circumstances that most likely led to its founding and for the world of Kenshi itself, this has got to be no mean feat. And I am happy, and I'm sure Ichiyama is very happy to contribute to this community, even in a small way, you know, even if it's just sitting here mining some iron and training at night. But it is certainly better than being a slave in Rebirth. Because I have had many attempts to play a Rebirth slave, and in all of them, it has not gone well. This is the one that has so far gone the best for me. And at least since we have one piece of iron here, we at least have enough food. Or we'll have enough to buy another piece of dry meat at the end of the night. It's gone. We are no longer a slave, escaped slave, or ex-slave. He has beaten that moniker back. And look, he's even grown his hair out again. Never thought we'd see it, and we probably won't really see it again. I gotta stop hitting the wrong container type. That is absolutely insane. Good for you, buddy. You are a free person. You are no slave. What a wonderful feeling. What an absolutely wonderful feeling. This is freaking Ichiyama Freeman. A good free fellow. I think by the end of the day, you will have earned a piece of dried meat, buddy. How heavy is this hat, considering it's medium armor? 4 kilograms? Not bad. Pants, 2. Okay. I do like the flotsam iron hat. Man, that does look freaking cool. Alright. Whew, it's only noon. Somehow it feels later in the game day than that. Not sure how or why. It definitely feels later in the game day. And give me 1 second here. I'm going to make a quick cut. But no time will have passed for you, I promise. Alright, and I'm back. Hopefully, I made a cut there and no time passed for you. Quite a bit of time passed for me. I stepped out of the room to go to the bathroom, and then I was walking around the rest of the house, and I was like, man, I just started, like, doing chores. Just started, like, doing housekeeping, just, like, cleaning. And I was like, after, like, a while, I was like, oh, shit, I left my computer on, and I was in the middle of playing Kenshi. That is just being an old guy and, you know, a responsible adult when you also just want to sit here and melt and play video games all day. But I really can't be doing all that. That's funny. I mean, Ichiyama, buddy. Your labor skill is at level 20? Look at you, man. Alright. Alright. There really has to be better money-making opportunities out here. And I am very curious to see what those robots are flying over. I don't know. Today is mining. We just gotta keep that in the back of our brain, in the back of our brain pans. But it will be, maybe that will be our little task tomorrow. Go scouting out this way and see what's going on in the sky there. I mean, we're already, it's already 1:30. We got 4 pieces of iron, which is not bad. That's roughly about 90 cats a pop. And the quicker our, or the higher our laboring skill goes, the quicker we'll be able to loose these nuggets. Wonder if it might be worth training our stealth to go out into some hostile territory and just sneak around. But, you know, our stealth is it's not terrible. But it definitely has a lot of room for improvement. And if we get caught, we're not exactly... Why are we so slow? Oh, duh, encumbered, because we're carrying all that stuff. But yeah, we can run, I mean, 20 miles an hour. Forgot we had all this iron on us. I was like, damn, what the hell happened to us? And he is actually hungry, so we are definitely, at the end of the day, getting him some food. A couple of pieces of dry meat, maybe. 2 of them. Almost got another nugget of iron out, which is really nice. I do like that there's an iron resource this close to the town, and we can actually do a job that we feel like actually contributes to the community. But, whew, it's I definitely, genuinely wish it was copper. But I suppose we shouldn't complain at what we wish we had. We should just be grateful for what we do currently have. And having this iron node so close to town, this iron ore vein, that's good news, because that provides us a job, an income, and a benefit to this community that has so kindly taken us in. But still, you know, I guess human nature, right? I try to remember, be grateful for what we have. Don't be ungrateful for what we wish we had. Because all things considered in the world of Kenshi, this is not a horrible existence. This is a life that you can live. This is a life that, I mean, we have a place to sleep every night. We have a place where we can train in safety. We have a place that is relatively safe to work. I'm sure this area isn't without its danger, but, you know, at least we're close to the town. And another thing, too. Sorry, my brain kind of trailed off there for a second. But we also have people that will defend us if we get in trouble, you know. In a territory overrun by cannibals, it is very nice to know that there are Flotsam Ninja that fight cannibals and cannibal hunters in the territory, so. I wonder. We are here. I wonder if we can go through the floodlands into this region. Maybe find our way to Mongrel. I don't exactly know where Mongrel is. We here or possibly there. I think Mongrel's kind of like on a hill. Not sure why the hell I want to go to Mongrel anyway. With how poorly I read this map, could you imagine me being stuck in an area like with such high hills as like the Fog Islands, like all those craters? We go into the Fog Islands. I don't think we're coming out of the Fog Islands. And the Flotsam Ninja will think we abandoned them. But it would be a good place to train. It would be a frickin' elite place to train, man. No doubt about it. We're at 4 p.m. or just after, which is nice. So we still got a few hours of work ahead of us in here, which really just means a few minutes real time. But Ichiyama he's getting them nuggets loose. That sounds like he's just taking a big old shit. That's funny. But no, he's definitely getting better at laboring, too. We're at 0.7 efficiency with that. That is really nice. Really love that for him. I'm surprised this village of Flotsam doesn't have more kind of drifters and wanderers hanging out at the bar. Just kind of looked like it was pretty empty. But maybe because when we were traveling with Takeya, a lot of our stops were just major cities because we were just kind of drifting from place to place. And maybe that just tends to be the kind of places most drifters just tend to wind up at and commune. Because it's, major areas of civilization, somewhere you could restock on gear. Maybe this isn't the kind of place a lot of drifters are going out to. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm definitely eager to see how Ichiyama's story plays out. And hopefully he has a more satisfying end than Takeya. At least, God, I hope he does. Beautiful. I mean, we're already at 66% on our way to labor level 23. Absolutely freaking amazing. I don't know if we'll get another nugget of this raw iron before the end of the day, but we are definitely making some positive progress. And this is going to get us a decent, it's going to get us a couple hundred cats before the end of the day. It's not much, but it's something. And every little penny is going to help. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna give him another hour of work. Call it quits at around 1900 for him. And I think that'll be fair. We will make quite a bit of progress on loosing this nugget of copper here. Really enjoying how this is coming out. Oh man, look at us. We're actually gonna get that next nugget of copper. God, I gotta stop saying copper. Raw iron. We're gonna have 8 of these bad boys. Heck yeah. Another 15 minutes left of work. And that's gonna, yeah, that hit level 23. Amazing. So he's gonna make a decent amount of progress in the next 10 minutes. We'll probably let him work till, we'll probably give him an extra 5 minutes after quitting time. Just to make a little extra progress on this thing. Heck yeah, man. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, we'll give you another 5 minutes. Then you can be done for the day, brother. One more swing of that pickaxe, friend. Absolutely amazing. There you go. Get on out of here, you little scamp. We're going to put him on his max speed there. This is going to give him some good strength XP, too. It's good to carry all that weight. Get you stronger. Get you a lot stronger. Will we hit strength level 4 before we get into the town? Probably not. But hey, it's a start. Just keep on moving, Ichiyama. Every percentage point gets you a little closer. And that's really all you can it's really all you can hope for. I mean, heck, we made it to 50% on our way to level 5 strength. So everything after, I'm actually happy we made it at least that far, so I consider everything above 50% just a really nice bonus. Freaking love those masks too. It looks so good. It looks so freaking cool. Alright, let's sell some stuff. 1, 2, 3. Pull all that work for very, very, very little, very little profit. I can't say I'm a big fan of that. Not at all. We really do, I think, need to find a copper resource, or maybe find some unaffiliated folks that have unfortunately passed away on the road, and mayhap borrow some gear from them. Oh wow, who are all you people? Flotsam Ninja, Flotsam Ninja, Flotsam Ninja, Flotsam Ninja. Yeah, it's all Flotsam Ninjas. Oh, I recognize all of you from the headquarters. Oh, there's no dried meat. Oh. There goes all our money. That's unfortunate. Did all that work. I mean, a food cube is nice. Don't get me wrong, a food cube is nice, but I was really hoping we could just get a couple of slices of dry meat. But oh well, that food cube's gonna carry us through tomorrow. But what we're gonna do now is train. We're going to train for a few hours until it's time to maybe hit the hay. But the good thing is we can train up to level 15, which I really, really like. Which I really, really like. So Ichiyama is really gonna, he's really dedicating himself to his training and to his, to the cause of the Flotsam Ninja. In hopes that he can, hopefully, one day contribute to this faction in a positive way. You know, I like to think he has made a positive impact on this community, right? Mining raw iron for the smithy. It's definitely not the most glamorous job, but it is important to do. So, you know, but he is dedicated to contributing in other ways as well. Hence why he is training instead of sleeping. Had I known about this sooner, I would have gladly started doing this a little while back, a couple days earlier, but it is better late than never. Hello, Fukao. You know, considering your attack is 64, I don't really think you need to train. Not like Ichiyama here needs to train. And we'll probably train until the start of day 10 at 0000. So we'll at least hit, I mean, we're definitely going to hit melee attack level 10, which is really nice. Really love that. Fantastic stuff. And I know I am always saying, I really love that for us, all that jazz, but I just, it's nice to see when your characters are making positive improvements. And this person's so quick, too. Look at Fukao compared to us. Good to keep the skills sharp, I suppose. This is a nice community here. I really hope we can. I really hope we can be a greater contributor other than just mining. And if all the beds are taken, we'll probably train all night. Which is fine. Ichiyama definitely needs the training. Whoa! Is something going down? What the hell was that? You psychos. Jeez. Scared the piss out of me. Thought we were under attack. I mean, Ichiyama was prepared to fight. I don't think he thought he would survive that fight, but he was prepared for it nonetheless. It's like, time to get off the training, dummy buddy. It's time for war. Well, the next 30 minutes, I would love if we could at least get this to 40%. I think we will. I think we'll be pleasantly surprised by that. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Now if we can hit 50%, that'd be even better. Maybe we'll train till we hit 50, regardless of the time, but I think that could actually be right on the button. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we'll go till 53. Beautiful. Is our bed open? Nope. Are these beds like claimed or something? It says I'm like clicking on a person, but I'm not. I swear some of these mods I have installed, I think, fuck with the boxes for clicking people. Well, then it's back to training, since we can't seem to get any sleep anywhere. Oh. But that's a-okay. I'm totally fine with the training that he's got going on. It needs to be done. Every percentage point is going to be a gift for when we go out into the wild, wild world. And considering we have no weapons, you know, this may sync well with martial arts. Not sure I want a martial arts build, but I'm not entirely sure I don't. So, you know what? We're just gonna let it develop. We're gonna let it happen as it happens. I think that's really the best we can do. We are so close to hitting that melee attack level 11 and maxing out what this training dummy can teach us. We'll be only a few minutes, or really, it's probably a few seconds. we'll be only 4 levels away from pretty much learning all we can from this training dummy. And I haven't forgotten about tomorrow. We've got some food cube action there, and that's gonna see us through what will be a tiny scouting trip, just a small scouting trip. I don't intend for that trip to take us too long. But then again, who knows? Anything can change. It's nice to see you here, Uchida, getting some training done, just like us. Again, I think your attack is probably way too high, but it's good to see you keeping the skills sharp, nonetheless. This is a great little resource we have here. And we actually do feel like a real, at least I feel like a real Flotsam Ninja trainee. In kind of the best way. Probably keeping everyone else from being able to sleep. But hey. This is awesome. I know this probably isn't, like I've said many times, the most compelling viewing in these slow moments, but this really to me is just... you know, maybe I just have, you know, simple caveman brain. Me like watch pixel move, but it is fun to kind of take these slow moments and just kind of really drink it in, because it does have kind of a real feel to it, in the sense that it does take time to learn things. It does take time to get places, and I know people don't really play games for realism, but I do kind of like this slow play. It just really tickles my brain the right way. And it is already creeping up on 3 a.m. I mean, this guy's been training all night. What a freaking madman. And crap, man, look at that. We are at 40% now on getting our melee attack skill to level 12. That is pretty sweet. Absolutely. And maybe if we go into the wilds, maybe we will be doing some martial arts practice on whomever we find out there. And this thing can only teach us up to level 15. So that's also good to know. And we're at level 11, and we're halfway to level 12. I don't know if we're going to hit level 12 on our melee attack. We certainly may. We got about another hour and a half of training left before we run out for the day. We head out. Alright, level 60, I was about to say level 60. 60%, not bad, not bad, not bad. About another hour of training. I don't think that'll be enough to get us to melee attack level 12, but if we get out into the wilderness, every percentage point will help. Obviously, because this increases the amount of the frequency of attacks and our chances of our attacks not getting blocked. So having this skill as high as we can get it will be very helpful, but also every percentage point will work. So if we hit somebody, that will increase the skill and give us a percentage, and give us more percentage that may just be enough to push us over that edge to level it up. Sounds like it's raining out there. I gotta make sure. That's not... Okay, yeah, that's raining in the game. I just want to make sure it wasn't raining, like, by me. I never know where I live, because I live in a very tropical area, so... It sometimes will just start pouring for literally no reason. Not a cloud in the sky. Rain like you've never seen. Oh, 15 more minutes left on his training regimen for the day. Let's see if we can get that up to... See how far over 80% we can get it. 83, 84? Maybe we'll just train till 85%. Yeah, that doesn't look like it would be too difficult. Keep up the fight, brother. Hey, man, I'm trying. I am trying. Oh, man. 85 right on the button. We'll give him another extra percentage point to train. Good for you, Ichiyama. Good frickin' for you, buddy. Yep. It's raining out here. Good. Shall clean him of the sweat of his labors, cool down the body. Unless it's like that hot rain, then that probably doesn't help. But I'm going to have him pick up the pace a little bit, because we have a plan to go out and do some scouting. If we're going to do a little bit of scouting, I'd like him to be on the move. You know, hopefully, if we head on out there, we'll find, some stuff worth selling. I'm surprised more river raptors haven't come into the settlement recently. I was hoping there would be more opportunities to sell some skins. At least there haven't been any that I've heard. I wonder. Yeah, we're not getting any sneak skill here. Let's just travel this way a little bit. Not sure what direction we're going. Let's get up this hill. I just kind of want to see if we can see whatever those flying robots are hovering over. Alright, there they are. I just don't, know where or what that location is. Let's head this way. We'll go across this little ravine here. At least I think it's a ravine. Not actually sure what any of these geographical formations are called. I almost called it a gully. That's how little I know about literally anything. Alright, we've still got half a food cube. And we are way good on hunger. It seems we may have to put in another day's work soon. Just for another frickin' food cube. Alright, we can see these things a lot better now. Doesn't look like you're really floating over anything, does it? Huh. Iron resource, interesting. So I'm guessing we're traveling west. This is west. This should be north, right? Never eat shredded wheat. So let's see what's north. I don't want to go into the... Pretty sure that's the floodlands. Not saying we won't ever go there. I'm just saying I don't want to go there right now. And I'd like to know a little bit more about this area we're inhabiting, but I also don't want to lose sight of the village, which I have definitely already done. But we know it's back that way, which I believe is east. Is that a building? Kind of looks like the top of a building. Let's get our jog on through this territory and see what happens. Well, we've got what looks like a road here, or at least a very well-worn footpath. So that's at least a sign that maybe there's something there. But I know if we go north, this is going to be some cannibal country. Oh! See? Like there's a structure right there. Could be something spooky. Could be something fun. And look at that. An athletics increase. We checked it out just in time. Got that up to level 38. That's beautiful. Every point gets us a tiny bit quicker. Alright, let's set a waypoint right there. Are those buildings or giant mushrooms? Those are buildings. My brain is so Elder Scrolls coded that I can't help but see something and think like, how can I relate this to Elder Scrolls? I was hoping those were Telvanni mushroom towers. Alas, a boy can dream. Is that a building? See, just everything I'm seeing looks like buildings. Let's go this way. Wait, what did we discover? We discovered a building. Oh, didn't mean to click that. I wonder what that could be. Sure, whatever it is, it's probably not going to be pleasant. Seems few things ever are. Ugh. Oh, I think part of me just kind of wants to head back to Flotsam. But I'm also appreciating the nice jog. I'm enjoying the workout. Is that an iron resource out there? Yeah, there's a lot of iron in this territory. Looks like more right there, huh? Yep. I mean, the iron is important, no doubt, for making steel products and armors and weapons. Oh, crap. Whoa. Holy shit. Is there Flotsam ninjas out here? They got like a little base? Is that maybe the building we discovered? Let's head on over here. I feel like we've gone really far away from Flotsam, and I don't feel entirely comfortable about that, because I think finding our way back is really going to be a pain. But we know it's that way. But maybe even more that way. I don't know. I suppose we'll have no choice but to figure it out. If we want to get back to this village that we are living in. Let's check out this place. Manny. What brings you here, roamer? What is this place? Cannibal station. My job is keeping the painted tribes contained so they don't overrun our main camp. Leave them unchecked and they'll breed like swamp raptors and make the plains their own buffet. Who are you? Flotsam, second in command, Defense Captain Manny. I'm an ex-cannibal hunter. Made it my life's mission to track cannibals ever since I escaped from their prisons 10 years ago. My comrades, though, they weren't so lucky. Thanks for the info. Watch your step out here. I won't be able to save your sorry butt from the cannibal's cooking pot if you get caught. That's fair. I understand that. But don't worry, fellow Flotsam ninja here. Alright, maybe I can actually speak to you now. I could use some supplies. We only keep essentials, but maybe we can sort something out for you. Take a look. Oh, man, I would love to buy something. But I can't really afford any of this stuff. But may we go in as a fellow Flotsam ninja? It's good to see you guys got some training dummies here. Oh, that thing can only train you up to 5. What else do we got? Oh, there's food here. At least some chew sticks. Is this a training turret? Oh, tempting, tempting. We will not steal from them at the moment. But we are going to head on out of here. It's nice to know what this place is. And nice to know where it's at. Scout post. Well, what we're gonna do is pop back into that jog there and try and make our way back to the village. And is there any... Well, I mean, we came out this way looking for resources. Let's at least travel a little bit. Alright, so they got iron here by the scout post. And it looks like someone, Flotsam Ninja, or, oh, Cannibal Plains. But it looks like Flotsam Ninja or the Cannibal Hunters are really, getting some work done out here. Okay, Cannibal Plains. Which tells me that this is somewhere cannibals live. I just can't imagine anybody else would be on a lopside ruin in this territory. I gotta say, not much interested in tempting fate here. Not much interested in that at all. So we're going to set a waypoint way over there. No copper out and about, sadly. But that's okay. Ichiyama's going to make his way back to Flotsam, hopefully. And then from there we'll call it. Alright, we are technically back in the Hidden Forest, which makes me feel, I suppose, slightly safer, but not terribly safe. Thought I saw some dialogue over there. Huh. Maybe not. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this? Cannibal Hunters. Cool. You guys got a little outpost set up here? A little camp? That is beautiful. Absolutely. I mean, look at you guys. You got mounted crossbows set up, a whole perimeter. Man. If I had, like, if it was late... Can I talk to you, Imuro? Looking for a cannibal hunter? Oh, wish I could afford you guys, truly. But man, if it was nighttime, dude, I'd be so comfortable sleeping here. For sure. This looks like just outside of the scout post in Flotsam, this looks like an incredibly safe territory. These boys do not play around. It looks like, man. Wow. So that's probably what this little camp was. And there's another building up there, which I'm guessing probably another Flotsam Ninja Scout outpost. That's good to know. Maybe we'll head up there one day. Man, it is eerie out here. It is absolutely eerie in these parts. I hope I'm heading the right way back. I did not intend to travel so far out. But it's good to know where we have friends. Or at least a safe spot to spend time. You know, that camp may very well save our lives one day. If we need somewhere to rest. Even if there's nobody there to defend it, if we need somewhere to rest, that might be a good spot. You know, because who knows what dangers we're going to run into out here. With some of the mods to the game, cannibals are definitely a lot tougher than they used to be. And I, for one, am not looking forward to when Ichiyama makes his way to actually join the fight. And he's no longer just working as a laborer. Because it's going to come to a point where he's definitely going to have to do that. And once you join the fight, you're in the fight, you know? Stupid sentence. It sounded a lot better in my head, I will say. Yeah, are we making our way back to Flotsam? I have no freaking clue. I have absolutely zero clue. Would it be this way? I think we are going the right way. We traveled a long ways out, so I imagine it will be a long way back. So I am maybe getting slightly worried. Ever so slightly. Uh-oh. What has spotted us? We're gonna set a waypoint way out there. What's got you spooked, Ichiyama? What's got you spooked, buddy? Alright. I just don't know. I don't know what sees us. Well, looks like whatever it is, it's no longer bothering Ichiyama. What do we have here? I get so turned around, especially in such hilly areas. I'm genuinely worried that I actually lost the way to Flotsam. And this isn't exactly a place with a ton of visibility. Nope, no. I don't know where the hell he's going. But something's definitely spotted us. Or, oh, maybe that was just him running downhill. Or maybe we'll find our way back by accident. Well, we kind of found the place by accident, so that would be on brand for Ichiyama to find his way also back by accident. And we still got half a food cube, so that will give us some sort of sustenance out here. Oh, man. I think we're getting closer. God, I hope we are. Come on, come on. I will admit I am getting a little panicked. Especially since it's getting later in the day. We're at about 3 p.m. roughly. Oh, man. Alright. I don't know what the heck to do. Besides, hope Ichiyama's got a pair of brown pants. Because if we're out here at night, I'm going to be a little spooked. I'm certain we'll find the village. And once we find the village, we'll call it there. But if I find I'm wandering too long, then we'll just call it, and then we'll be lost out here in the freaking hidden forest to start next episode. And I really don't want that. That, to me, does not sound like a good time. Let's go this way. Oh, man. Ooh. Actually, let's do it that way. It's like I'm looking for the goddamn Hidden Leaf Village, man. I admit, I am getting a little concerned. I really don't know where to go. And I think the map is telling me I'm getting further away. Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. Uh-oh. Alright, alright, alright. I really was acting like a dummy going this far. I think we're way too far south. So we're gonna go back straight north again. And we're gonna put him on sprint because it is getting quite late out. And since it's going to be getting dark soon, I would like us to cover as much ground as we can. Alright, here we go. Here we go. See, there's oh my god, we found it. Alright, you can slow down the pace there, Ichiyama. Despite my best efforts, we did not get lost for too long. So that is at least a positive. Holy guacamole. Alright. We're definitely going to have to learn the territory much better if we're going to try to go out like that again. Holy smokes. That was spooky stuff. But hey, we're at 40 athletics now. How fast can we move? Still 20 miles an hour, but hey. That is pretty fast speed. Let's see if any river raptors have come by. Not a one. What is this? Oh, we're not gonna steal anything here. And we can't work the farm. I've never done any farming in this game, believe it or not. And this is the power station. It's interesting to see just these ninja just farming. Biofuel distillery, green fruit. Alberic of the Flotsam Ninja. Interesting to see a power station. Don't think I've ever actually bothered to go look into one. Part of me hopes some river raptors come by, just so I get some skins to sell. This is... what is that? A well? Where did all that green-ass smoke come from? Oh, the item furnace. Fair. Well, I will say, it is nice to be back in Flotsam. Holy smokes. I was genuinely concerned we were going to be trapped in the in the forest all night, and that would not have made me a happy Humphrey. So we're going to let this dude hit the hay early, because he has been training a lot. And I would feel better if he got a little bit of rest, especially after scouting in the hidden forest all day. Ashihara. Hello, Ashihara. Oh, is that a bread oven? Oh, good to know. We've got cooking stoves if we need them. Beautiful. It's going to get him some good rest. We'll probably wake him up around 5 a.m. I think tomorrow will probably be, to start next week's episode, tomorrow will probably be a good day of mining for him. I think that's probably a smart move, so he can build up a little bit of cash, which will probably likely be taken up by a food cube, which concerns me, because I don't want to get trapped in a, what do you call it? I don't want to get trapped in like a, only working to buy food kind of scenario. I would like us to actively be making more money so we can eventually purchase some gear and then contribute to the Flotsam Ninja cause in a much more kind of vital and important way. I think that should be his main goal, to gear himself up as a warrior. But that, I suppose, is something we're just going to have to tackle on the next episode. We'll see how that goes. We'll give it a day or two of mining and see if all our money if it's just going to food, then we are going to have to do something. I don't know. Go into the cannibal territory, scout for gear. I have no clue. Perhaps we'll be just scavenging off battles, and if we can find some stuff to bring back here to sell, then that will be what it is. Because I just don't think it's going to be prudent if we're just mining to buy a food cube. Just mining to buy a food cube, mining to buy a food cube, mining to buy a food cube. That, to me, doesn't sound like we'd be making any real progress on anything other than maybe strength from hauling and laboring from doing the mining, which are both fine things to level up, obviously. I'd like to get the strength higher and higher, but not really how, getting the laboring up is good too, because you never know when that's going to come in handy, but it's not the skill I want to be focusing on. I want to be focusing on melee attack, possibly katanas, and it could even be crossbows and precision shooting if we decide we want to go down that route. I haven't even thought about that yet. I've just been training melee attack because we had time to kill, and they have things that will allow us to train up to level 15. And maybe that will be another portion of our day tomorrow, or not tomorrow, well, yeah, tomorrow in-game, but next week, for those viewing, unless you're watching this well after everything's out. But yeah, maybe that will be a good portion of what we do next week to get this up to 15. That way we have every advantage we can possibly have when it comes to melee attack, should we get into any kind of conflict. Because in this territory, looks like the main conflict is going to be with the cannibal tribes. And I am super duper not interested in losing a fight to the cannibal tribes, because, well, they will take us back to one of their towns and eat us, and let me tell you, being eaten by cannibals, 0 out of 10, would not recommend. Oh, we've got that right there. Hello, friends. Uchida, there you are. Is that Fukao? It is. Hello. Did you guys miss me while I was gone? Probably not. Hello, mole. We're gonna head back outside right now, and next week we're gonna get right back to the mining. Hello, Shirakawa. I recognize you vaguely. So, I gotta say, if you're enjoying this, if you're enjoying the story of Ichiyama, please consider liking, and please consider subscribing to the channel. I know it doesn't sound like much, but I promise you it helps out the channel more than you could ever possibly guess. And more than anything, though, if none of that is your jam, I am just so grateful that you took time out of your day to be here with me. And I'll see you on the next one.